the needle, right? I put it in. I kind of went in like slow because I didn't want to hurt the lady, but like at the same time going slow was like pretty painful too. So hey guys, it is Tiff here. I am finished with my second semester of nursing school. Woo! I'm gonna just give myself a pat on the back for that one. It was such a hard semester, guys. Such a hard semester, and I'm sorry that I didn't really keep up with the videos all throughout the semester. It was just very, very difficult to keep school as a priority and do well and do YouTube videos. So yeah, if you guys don't really know me, I just finished my second semester of nursing school and I'm in a ADN RN program and it's 2 years long, so I only have 1 more year left to complete the program and I'll be an RN, or I'll be eligible to take my NCLEX. See, I'm in my car right now. I don't know, I thought this was kind of a vibe, so yeah. I wanted to update you guys on what has happened throughout the entire semester since I didn't really catch you guys up at all, really. So this video is going to be my OB and PEDS experience. How I studied, what to expect. I'll tell you all how lecture goes, how clinical goals goes, and everything, all that tea. Okay, keep watching this video, and if you guys are new here, consider subscribing. Help a girl out. Mwah. At the beginning of the semester, my teacher split us up into 2 groups, OB and PEDS, and it was split evenly. Once we reached the halfway mark of the semester, we then switched. So OB went to PEDS, and then PEDS went to OB. I started off in OB first, and then went to PEDS in the middle of the semester to the end. In lecture, we were all one class learning about the same material. We were learning about OB on Tuesdays. On Wednesdays, we learned about PEDS, and our tests were the exact same. The only difference is the whole split in the OB and PEDS group. It was 4 clinicals. Since I started off in OB first, we went to a hospital and an outpatient center. So for the hospital, we went on the labor and delivery floor. My main takeaway from that was that I got to see a C-section. I think I explained how my C-section experience went in one of my videos. If you guys want to check that out, I don't remember which one it is. I went to the NICU, which is actually what I really want to do when I graduate this program. I don't know, I just fell in love with the babies and educating the mom and dad, and seeing the premature babies don't really freak me out. I just like taking care of them so much, and I was assigned to a really, really good nurse, which also made me have a better experience as well. And then I also had to go out to outpatient centers. We didn't really get to do much. We just shadowed all day, and I got an opportunity to give my first injection to a human. I gave, I think, a COVID shot to a person. It was so funny because I totally underestimated how thick the skin barrier is. So I was just so focused on how to hold the needle, right? I put it in. I kind of went in slow because I didn't want to hurt the lady, but at the same time going slow was pretty painful too. So I mean, cut me some slack. That was my first time giving an injection. After that, I was a freaking pro, man. I was a freaking pro. I signed up for a flu clinic so I can get better at giving injections, and I gave I think 20 injections that day, and I did so well, and I was so proud of myself. It was just awesome. I saw a whole range of ages, from babies, kids, teens, and then the older ages. So yeah, I mean that was okay. I liked my hospital experience way better. No shade, but yeah. My PEDS experience, which was so we went to a pediatric hospital and it was cool. I had a good time. I mean, I'm not crazy about it, just because learning how to speak to like kids and like teens is hard. You'll have to get used to it if you don't have that much experience like babysitting, or like you don't have like family that has a lot of younger kids. Because my family, we don't have a lot of younger kids or babies. It took a little practice, like learning how to communicate with kids, like all these developmental age groups. It was more like a med surge kind of feel. We would like pass meds, I would give injections, like insulin injections, also like vaccines. I would also chart the entire time. Very thorough charting. We learned very thorough charting, and we would also have to do care plans. But in one of my videos too, I actually explained the layout of my care plan. I think it was my last video, my latest video. I explained my layout of my care plan, and it's pretty intense. Definitely the patients are more intense than last semester. Last semester I was in fundamentals of nursing and med-surg 1 basically. Even though I did take care of like very sick patients, this semester I took care of like cancer patients and like autoimmune patients. I'd say that I learned a lot from my PEDS clinical experience. Then we also had an outpatient kind of thing. It was a daycare experience, and all we did during the daycare was take care of like little babies, and we just like fed them and hung out with them, but basically just like learned how to communicate and just like basic things like that. That's also important to have when you're considering becoming like a PEDS nurse. That was my whole clinical like picture of the semester. If you guys like want me to go in more depth and like have story times and stuff, because I definitely have plenty of those, put them in the comments. So lecture was a monster in itself. Since we were learning OB and PEDS at the same time, the most challenging thing was to like memorize and learn all the different information from like a pregnant woman, pre-pregnancy, during pregnancy, and like postpartum, and learning how like the relationship between the mom and the baby, along with like all the age groups of PEDS, from babies, toddlers, to preschool, school age, adolescents, and on. Like, that's so much information, and it could get so confusing so easy. So that was like the most challenging thing, was to like separate everything. Yeah, I can't explain it, but at first the beginning of the semester was really easy and slow, and then like out of nowhere in the middle of the semester, information and material just like hits you. But I'm trying not to scare you guys. I'm just like trying to like relay how hard it was. Hold on, my battery's about to die. Okay guys, sorry, I'm back. I just had to run inside and get another battery. I also got myself a snack. We also had homework assignments. So for clinicals, you guys already know, we have care plans, but other than that, for lecture, we had virtual simulations, which is basically like an animated virtual simulation where you're playing this character in this like game kind of thing, and you have options of like what to do, and you have like your order list, and you have like meds, and basically like simulating a real clinical experience. And I thought it was super helpful because we had that for both OB and PEDS, and we could walk through like emergency situations. We had to do discussion posts, of course, you can't ever escape that from college. Discussion posts, and oh, we had a big paper to write towards the end of the semester. It was like an ethical dilemma. It was a 5.5-page paper, and it took me a whole freaking week to do it and turn it in, even though it was just, I don't know, it haunted me. I hate that paper so much. But I got that done. And then we also had presentations in the middle of the semester. It was just a whole combination of things. How I studied. I would go into lecture not planning to take any notes. I would just have my laptop open with the PowerPoint, and my teacher would have the PowerPoint up, and I would just listen. I would just listen to my teacher lecture just so I can have like an understanding of it, because when I take notes, I don't grasp the entire lecture. Every time I take notes, I'm like focusing on like writing and not like capturing what she's saying. I would record the lecture, of course, and then when I would go home, I would listen to the lecture again and take very like detailed notes, basically writing everything that my teacher says, and I have a problem with that. Literally everything that my teacher says I write. Yeah, comment down below if you have that problem too. I would make flashcards. I would basically write flashcards for like every single slide from the PowerPoints. When it would get closer to my test, my exam date, me and my nursing girls would come together, and I would literally just like post all my flashcards on the wall, and we would just study the crap out of it. Like I would just like take one off and just like quiz them, just like constantly test each other, and that's how I survived. That's how I passed the tests. It worked for us, and I'm so glad it did. We also did like Quizlet quizzes for the topic, and we also watched like YouTube videos if we didn't understand, and also read the book for things that we didn't understand. But I would also re-listen to the lecture after doing all my notes, testing each other, and then like the night before the exam, I would honestly just like re-listen to all the lectures, and everything would just like click. And that helps so much. Yeah, I mean, that's how I studied. I got a B. I ended with a B. I don't know. That's how I studied. I recommend it to people, but it might not work for everybody. But yeah, that's how my semester went. Don't be afraid to reach out to me on Instagram. By the way, follow my Instagram, because that's where I like update everything daily. Thanks for sticking around this long. If you did, you're freaking awesome. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Merry Christmas or Happy Holidays. I should have said that in the beginning, but be safe out there during this holiday season. I will see you guys soon, okay? I love you guys. Bye.